JD in the Duffle Bag podcast, myself, Chuckie Online. I'm with Krept Konan.
When you said Krept, I swear to you, I was finna walk out.
What's going on?
Hey,
No, Krept Konan is with the back. What's going on? Yeah.
I remember that though.
Of course.
I can't believe you said that with such confidence.
Listen, for anyone who don't know, Charlemagne's my guy, by the way. I like Charlemagne. Yeah, I know he checks for you lot still. But it was just the way that he said it. In a conversation that he had with Andrew Schultz or whatever, they were talking about Top Boy or something, innit? Yeah. And he said something about, I don't know.
He said Kano.
Rapper.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, I know them. Krept and Konan. And Schultz was like, yeah.
I can't believe it.
That was like a strong little viral moment.
That was hilarious. Yeah, it was hilarious, man. So he said it with such conviction. Like, yeah, I know. Like he's in tune with the thing. You get me?
I can see how that made sense in his head. I could see how it made sense in his head, but he just got it all of the way wrong. How are you, man? Anyway, man, what's been going on? I know you just not long ago come from Jamaica.
Yeah,
nice little trip away and that.
Yeah, I needed that.
Of course. But do you go there regular?
Nah. Like the last time I went there, I was a youth, man.
Serious?
Yeah. So this is the first time I've gone there as an adult and on a holiday. Because usually it's not even like a holiday vibe. It was like more with my grandma, family, and it's not like on a vacation-y kind of one. Like I don't go out and explore and go to the beach. Like, it was just man's in the yard with man's family. You get me? Cutting mangoes off the tree and that, just in yard and that.
Proper. Bro, actually, the last time you went to the Buju show, innit?
Yeah, earlier in the year.
Bro, do you know what? I swear, every time I think about that moment there, yeah. There's like taking L's and then there's taking a L.
Because you can never get that moment back.
Never get that moment back. Obviously for those who don't know, Buju Banton had come out of jail and like did his first proper big show in Jamaica. And then, did you plan to go from, as soon as it was announced, did you plan to go from the get-go?
No, you know what it is? I was going to go yard and then I heard about the concert. So I said, yeah, I'm going to go when the concert's going on. Makes sense.
Yeah.
You get me? It's going to feel more rootsy.
Yeah,
And I ain't been there since, 15 years? So I just felt like, it's the time to go. The energy is going to be high.
Why didn't you go?
Couldn't bother.
Serious?
Yeah.
Flipping out.
I just couldn't bother. Nah, there's not even an excuse on that. No. I just couldn't bother.
My whole thing was, you know what? I'm going. Then I got a booking. And then I thought, you know what? I'm not going to take the booking. I'm going to go. But then the peas were sweet. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the booking. Someone will just live stream it anyway. So then like, they did it in the stadium, innit? Was it in Kingston, right?
Yeah.
And I remember looking at the stadium thinking to myself, yeah, of course it's going to be lit, but it's a bit too big. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll just watch it online and like, I was just making excuses. Just like every excuse under the sun for why it would be okay for me to take this bag and just watch it online. And then as soon as it came on YouTube, yeah, and then like Buju came out on stage and then everyone had the lights out and that, I turned it off.
Yeah, that looked mad.
I turned it off. Because you know that you'll miss, like, I'm missing something that I'm never ever, like, even if he did another one in 6 months' time, it's never going to be the same. It's never going to be the same. And that's why I always try to be a part of, like, anytime there's an artist that I check for or whatever, I try to be a part of certain moments that I know are big moments. Like, even with you two, when you lot did Alexandra Palace, I knew that was going to be a bit of a moment. Now I've said to myself, you know what? There's the bag and then there's moments, and sometimes you never, when you're looking back in life, you never think about the money. You always think about the
moment.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, he sold it still, but it is what
till that direct debit hit.
Yeah, until that direct. Until that direct. But serious though.
Until that direct debit hit.
But serious though, obviously you lot must know that, like, and there must have been times in your life when you said to yourself, you know what, boom, like, we've got this, but this is happening. Like,
I think the last time it happened was Abu Dhabi. We was meant to go to Amsterdam for a show that was peas, and the vibes in Abu Dhabi F1 was so high.
You got the drop, like, yo, F1, like, well, you lot going this F1? I was like, what?
That everyone's gonna be here.
Yeah, we're
this performing here, this, and then the vibes were just so high.
Lit like that?
bro. When we,
bro, don't even talk too much, cause you see what is people just gonna start ruining it.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna go over there. You're gonna see bare people just there that shouldn't be there.
Go there, like in libs or something.
Yeah, I do that. What? Who told? But bro,
it was an accident, bro.
We just,
we had a show. We was at the festival.
I get the drop on
in Abu Dhabi.
Like there's other little things that no one don't really know about, but it's going off, and that's one of them I knew about. So then when the man said, "Right, where you going?" F1, I was like, "Oh, it's this weekend, yeah."
Because we was there for Abu Dhabi. We had a festival in Abu Dhabi, so we was there to perform.
Yeah, and Travis, it was us and Travis. So it was like, yeah, man, staying.
Just out of the blue, that was going on. It was
at the same time.
The next day was like the next day, like it was leading.
And then we had to fly out the next day.
It's in the. Is it like the Yanis Hotel or something like that? And you've got the
F1
thing. Yeah. I DJ'd there years ago. Actually,
it's crazy. Yeah, still, like obviously when we went, it was like about 3 years ago. This was before like everyone from like here was going there. Yeah, but it was like us, Drake, Future, Travis. Like it was mad. Rita, obviously Lewis, like, Paris Hilton, Amarion. Like it was just bare people, bro. Then we began on the yacht. Have a little after party on the yacht. Everyone's on the yacht. Like the line of girls, the security to get on the yacht.
It's a big money thing, though, isn't it? Yeah, 8 a.m. When you leave there, it's like the banks are substantially lower. It's like Vegas, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what it is? If you're doing an artist, it's not bank. It's not.
Why? What do you mean?
Because they pattern tables, drinks.
Everyone wants you there, innit? Like,
oh yeah,
yo, you lot come on the boat.
End up spending like. You know what I'm saying? You don't spend how you go there and just if you used to go just bear the man.
People was doing 100 bags on tables just to get one next to Drake.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Just to get a hello.
You don't even get a hello.
Just to be next to
on the radio.
What? They was going mad. 100 bags. Like people was getting 10 bag tables, booking it online, going and then saying no, they gave our table away because someone offered them 100 bags for it.
Do you know where a lot of people are talking about now though? On that vibe, it's Ghana, innit? I'm hearing loads of people just mentioning Ghana around Christmas and New Year's and stuff like that.
Ghana to me feels like it's like a new Dubai.
Yeah,
I saw something where it's like the most visited place now recently.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, something along them.
Yeah,
there was bare artists there last summer. You know, like Manny Norte. You know Manny Norte, right? Yeah. He's been going out there for the last 6 years and telling me from 6 years ago. Listen, I think it's gonna be the spot. Last year, when I'm looking at the Instagrams and that, it was like everyone was there. Literally. Actresses, artists, DJs, public figures. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on out there?
Fuse made the right choice, man. Trust me.
Made the right choice, bro.
Trust me.
But it's very calm, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It's like very like, you like it.
Yeah. It's like all the stereotypes of them type. We're fed stereotypes, innit? We've been, been fed them.
Nah, man, the stereotypes over now, man. If I feel like us, we've travelled, innit? So it's lit. It's lit everywhere, bro.
To see, man, still.
Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what like stereotypes like you have, but like even remember first time I met Nigeria, it was just lit, bro. Nigeria is lit, fam.
Like the Jamaica and the Ghana thing or the African thing, yeah. I know that by the time this comes out, the live show would have already done, yeah. But I know that you're doing this Jamaican versus Bashment versus Afro beats, yeah.
Fun. It's not that deep.
Of course, no, I know it's not. But wait, where are you from?
Jamaica.
You're Jamaican, yeah. Because when I was seeing like on your Instagram and that, on Twitter, it was kind of like you was really siding with the Afro beats kind of thing.
With what?
Like on what you fit on, where you feel like this thing's gonna go. Where do you think it's gonna go?
Cosmic was beefing about it. I was like, Cosmic shook.
Is he though?
Yeah, bruv, he shook. Basically, when man was talking about what lists we're gonna do. Like,
are you doing Bashment? Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna drop 3 Bashment tune, 3 Afrobeat tune, and I was saying on Twitter that like when we told Cosmic what the final tune was, we started getting scared, and then Cosmic was like, "Oh no, like you can't, cheat. It's not fair." Like, it was like, are you not sure? But I just retweet everyone's opinions.
Yeah.
So if someone will be like, "Bro, come on, Afrobeats don't stand a chance," I'll retweet it. Someone says, "Nah, but if we drop these 3 Afrobeat tunes, it's peak." Then I retweet. You know what I'm saying?
In your arena though, I think Afrobeats is gonna win. In your arena, but in life, it could never be that for me ever.
No, of course not.
Ever in life.
Bro, let's just keep it to the arena, guys.
But there's certain in it, like in certain types of arenas. I just think, this is what I think. Bro. Some people are just gonna, but we want Yay, Burna Boy. Yeah. As soon as a man plays it, it's not a tune that's not a tune that is like a hardcore, like I'm gonna draw for like that at a class type of thing. But when you play it, everyone's gonna sing it because of the hook or whatnot. Yeah. So that's why I feel like just off the back of that, people will be like, okay, cool, yeah, that. But in life, it's not even. But
you gotta remember, you can draw for but then you gotta remember how many classic dancehall tunes there are, like even commercial ones, like all just go on,
bro.
Spin it.
Yeah,
like you say, trust me,
like bro. Remember that it goes back way, it, like it goes back,
me? Obviously, think about it. Drop Yay now. Man could draw for old classic Jamaican thing.
But you say that, I have to stop you there. The old classic, yeah. This is, I'm on your side, because I want this more recent. But I'm saying like the demographic.
You're saying more recent. You're saying more recent. What about when man dropped Gas?
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, of course.
So what happens then?
Yeah, it's true.
What happens?
What happens then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a thing.
Like that's what we're just basically saying, that we can go there and we can come here.
We want to make a sound clash and see what happens.
Yeah, like an actual proper one. That would be mad.
Is it? Like, cut plates on that.
Like an Afrobeats, Caribbean, like a big
sick vibe.
The only thing why it will be hard to do is because I feel like Africa will always dominate in presence. Like if it was to put on tickets, it would probably be 70%.
Well, that was why I was saying in the arena.
That's why I'm saying
not stylistically.
In the arena, the way we want to put it to people is like, we want you to sing along to every song that we're about to drop.
Yeah.
Like if you like the song, but it's because it's a bashment song, you just be quiet. No, we're just gonna vibe and just see what gets the best reactions, isn't it? Like naturally. Do you get what I'm saying? Man's still gonna flex at the Afro beats.
Yeah, of course.
But it's actually hard to kind of gauge when it's like Caribbean versus, unless you actually ticket it that way.
Yeah. But you obviously it's only a part. It's only a segment. Isn't
no, like as in like if you ticketed it like that way, and then like the arena was designed around that sound clash.
Well, did you
ticketed
remember?
It
remember Red Bull Culture Clash? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to the one in Earls Court?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. The way that they did that was super sick. What they did, they proper embodied how sound clashing used to be back in the day when a man you turn up with your own sound system. Obviously, the people that were clashing didn't turn up with their own sound system, but you had your own. So obviously, Boy Better Know had theirs. Stone Love, right?
Yeah,
Stone Love was there. A Rebel Sound had theirs, and then Wiz Khalifa had they had their own thing. So in that sense, I think it would be sick if you could maybe have like literally everyone has their own sound, and then everyone's just in the arena, and then people have their turn then. But to me, literally embodying it from that point of view, I just think that's probably how you get the best out of it for me. Either way, in any arena where there's like a proper clash with people that really know, I don't know, bro.
You see, if they done the Red Bull thing again now, it would be sick if they did that. It would be hard.
They did one in Jamaica just recently.
How was it?
Like Afrobeat, dancehall, American rap.
Yeah, UK, America, Afrobeat,
rap,
dancehall,
American
mad.
Rap, dancehall, Afrobeat, mad. It'll be mad.
That would be the maddest sound clash of
UK
all
rap
time.
And grime. It'd be mad because you've got enough.
UK rap, grime, drill, everything,
and garage and all of that. You've got enough. You've got enough.
All the Afro beats,
all the Afrobeat man, them, all the dancehall man, them, and then all the American rap man. Them.
Yeah.
Mad.
It'll be a shootout still. It'll be a shootout. I can't lie. It'll be a shootout.
That'll be the maddest thing ever.
Do you know what I'm surprised at? Just while we're on that quickly, one thing that I'm surprised about is that Afrobeats artists don't cut dub plates really. See, like the style that Wizkid has, the style that even Burna has. I can imagine these man like just naturally within their culture just cutting dub plates anyway. They'd go off. But it's just, I don't know. There's a similarity between the two, between the two stylistically in terms of like.
I can't lie though, dub plates me off when I'm in the rave.
Really?
Because I'm preparing to sing the original track and then I'm hearing some version just bigging up.
Depends
the DJ.
on where it's being played.
Me off.
It depends on where it's being played.
Now, if it's in a club where I'm in a club,
yeah,
and man's playing a dub plate version of their track, it me off.
Yeah.
Because I can't sing this version because I don't know what he's gonna say next because there's a dub for you.
In a clash, that's what they're there
for. In a clash, safe, obviously. But man, I'm playing dub plates and raves and that.
I can't lie, man needs that,
100%.
Now I've thought about it. Man needs that.
You have to do that.
Sour clash. That would be the legendary.
You have to do that.
If not that one, remember the North, East, South, West thing?
Oh, yeah.
That one would get a bit techie, though, man.
You think so?
There's too much.
South would there's too much
politics.
West can never win.
Yeah,
because anytime you go to a dance now and you say, anyone from West London in there, it's usually just 2 or 3 people that just put their hand up or make a little noise. All of the time. I swear.
Why don't West and Northwest join up?
There's still not enough.
They don't want to. No, I don't feel like Northwest ever really want to do that though.
No, but for an event like this,
I don't even feel there's still not enough man in Northwest.
But the reality of it, is that bare people don't even get along.
Yeah, that's the thing true. As well. But even so, if they did, Northwest, there's not a lot of them, bro. And West, there's not a lot of them. South, where there's bare of us.
Yeah, of course.
South is
there's
unfair.
Bare of us, bro.
No, that's mad.
It's a bit unfair.
There's too many of us. There's too many of us.
Yeah, I don't know about all of that.
South, no, but the South, North, and East will be solid because there is solid North and solid East.
There's bare man still. East, there's a lot of man.
It just doesn't make it fair if North, West, and West. There's arguments to say they can compete if you narrow down the number of the people that are participating in it.
Yeah.
So like if you have 5 or 10, cool. But if it's anyone, if you could just
put 10 West man, bro, like solid
10. What West?
West.
Oh yeah. Nah, there isn't
solid.
Nah, there isn't.
Do you know what I mean?
There isn't 10 solid.
Unless there's people from West that we just didn't know they're from West. You know them artists.
Yeah. There's enough. But there's not 10. There's 10. There's
like
obviously
solids.
10. So I don't want people to get onto me. Yeah, there's 10 definitely.
No,
there's more than 10.
But I mean, like
10.
solid.
How many could you name?
Solid.
You can name about 5.
What solid?
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Probably about 5.
Exactly.
But yeah, 10 solid. Nah.
That's enough. 5's enough.
Yeah.
And they can just go and reach out to dubs for whoever they've.
Nah, that's not enough, bro. You can't get South London, bro.
South's a bit unfair, though.
What are you talking about? You're going to get South London.
Wait, hold on. Weren't there a debate about this recently?
Yeah. Me
what was it? It was like top 5. What was it? Top 5.
South is unfair, bro.
What was the debate? The debate was what? The top 5 in each end.
Where are you from?
I'm West.
Yeah, obviously the debate was.
Do you think
something about they cons bars or spitting or something like that? And then it's like, bro. Like we've got, like I saw Chip say something. I was like, bro, like
saying North London's.
We've got a lot over here, you know. I know you're from up there. You can't really see sometimes tunnel vision, but bro, there's bare man over here, bro, and not just from our ends alone. There's bare man from like my part south. Then you got Narm. Then you got Lewisham. Then you got, do you know what I'm saying? Greenwich, and then you got Wandsworth. Then you got Junction. Then you got, bro. There's bare man, bro.
But this is the argument, bro. The
like
argument is narrowing it.
Yeah.
Wait, the argument is narrowing it down to the top 5. So if you put 5 together, you might have bare man, and you might have bare people and girls as well. Yeah, but you might have you got some good female rappers as well. But
top 5, yeah. But I'm saying that remember it's the access you have to the dubs because it's gonna get South dubs. You've got to think about everyone because man will be able to tap into everyone from South to get the South dubs.
And bro, I'm not gonna lie.
There's too many man, bro.
10 solids, bro.
Bro, there's about 25, 30, 40 even.
Yeah, bro. In the last year, there's more man.
You can't have all of that though in one space.
It's crazy. That's what we're trying to explain.
That's what man was trying to explain. Like, and there's borrowers, there's vibe man, there's wave man, there's gangster, just straight.
That's why there's got to be rules though. You can't just have everyone rolling up. If you have everyone rolling up, of course it's not fair. That was the point. You have to narrow it down.
Basically, the point was, it's not even a case of it being fair or not. There's just too many sick man in South that outnumber the sick man up there or sick man up there. You get what I'm saying? There's too many. But like you could draw for him. You're like, cool. We could draw for him or him or him or him or her, and it's just too much people.
Yeah, but
so that's basically what we're saying.
Bro.
I get what you're saying, yeah. But you still have to understand that although you have access to however many people, you could still get your 5 a little wrong. It's like a football team.
Oh, you can have 5 man.
You can have a sick 24 players, yeah. There's got to be 11 players on the pitch. You could have
the wrong 5.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear that.
I don't think so. Though.
No, but
bro.
It's
not that lit, bro. You couldn't just get anyone.
No, we wouldn't.
There's so much sick man.
There's bare, bro.
Doesn't matter what 5 get drawn.
Trust
to.
me.
I'm telling you, there's bare man, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there's bare man, bro.
Bro, it's mental.
Off the top of my head, bro, there's bare man, bro.
It's mental, bro.
Like, we could all draw for old school, man, and just have to mix it up in the blend. UKG in our little 5. And they got rhythms for days from their peers. Do you get it? The grind man, them. You got it's mental, bro. Like, I know everyone gets in their ego and pride and think, no.
I love that ego,
bro.
I can't lie.
I'm telling you, it's not fair, bro. Bro, come on, we've been around for time. We know who's who. We all know, innit?
Yeah, I think when I was recording another conversation somewhere else, and we was like trying to go through it. And like, I remember we spent a lot of time trying to work out South because there were so many people in it. It was like trying to work out the top 5. And then it was like, you can't, like, you're forgetting this one and that one and this one and that one. It was like, yeah, it was quite difficult still. But I don't know, man. It'd be interesting to see what happens if you ever do that.
It's not even
man, you
interesting.
gotta stay away from that one, man.
But it's all fun. It's all fun.
I feel like
it's
realistically, it's not even fair, man.
They get like in their feelings.
You're trying it, bro.
It's not
fair,
You're
just trying to bait people and that.
No, you know what it is? People get in their feelings.
How is it? How am I baiting anyone?
But we know what, like,
bro.
If we want to just put the cards on the table, the statistics and the logistics, South are gonna win.
Too many. There's too many South.
Like, it's just like
South's just
forget
huge,
the ego
bro.
thing. We know who's gonna win. Like, we know. If I wasn't from South, I was from anywhere else, and I looked over at South, I'd be like, you know what, brothers, it's long.
So what, you're telling me that you don't even, not even an ounce think, North could?
No,
because I'm not gonna lie. When I think about,
bro,
no, fam,
no, bro, they got good
don't
man
want to
over
hear
there.
it,
Don't get it twisted. But we've got too many.
That's what I'm pointing. You don't listen to what I'm saying. It's not.
They've got like a certain amount. We've got consistently a lot of men.
But sometimes don't you think that's the problem though? If they can put together a strong, solid 5, that is no debate. Chuckie. There's no debate. A strong, solid 5. There's no debate. Everyone agrees with it. You lot have a problem because you have to go into your locker room and look at 60 man.
Yeah, and you know what happens
when
you go in the locker room? They've got like a 5 or a 6 or maybe a 10. Yeah, max. We're going into a room with 60 men. Like, all right, who wants to take them? I'll do it. That's what it's.
That's what Sman's saying.
That's what we're trying to tell you. Like, all right, do you want smoke? Yeah, let me go. Yeah, I can't be bothered, man. Yeah, take off his head.
Let's say 10,
bro. That's what it's like, bro.
10. Forget 5. 10.
It's like
it's long. If we had the selection of 10 each, it's long. It's long for everyone.
1 minute? No way. I've just started. Are you serious?
You can roll. Just roll. Give it 10 minutes. You roll.
Please.
Yeah. No,
chop it up later.
Yeah. Look, all jokes aside, South will win, and I know it sounds biased, bro.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to be going against South. Remember, we're from South.
Yeah.
We don't want to go. Like, if we had to go and join another team, I wouldn't want to do that because I know bad you to lose.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you get me?
I hear that still. Either way, like, figure something. In 2020, something's got to happen.
Bro, you got to look at it like this. You got Miss Dynamites from South, then to So Solid to them Miss Banks,
Oxide Neutrino,
like to
old school.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it starts getting messy.
There's man from
like,
every
to Dave
it's mad.
to DBE to it just starts getting long, bro. Like, reeling off names, bro. There's bare man I probably missed. Obviously, of course, Tiny, even with that with Rhythms and Storms to bro. It starts getting long, bro. There's bare Hardys to there's bare.
I want to start going through some of the names and that, but I'm not even gonna.
That there's bare man.
7,
yeah, I hate but bro, wait.
Man.
Wait, no, okay, hold on.
Let's keep going. How do you want to keep going?
Okay, look, let's throw it out. I'm gonna do this, and this is not. I'm not targeting anyone, but these man, I think, are cold in general. Dig that, Sneak Bow. But I'll tell you something. Wait, I'm not putting them.
Sound clash. But I'm not. Are you talking about a sound clash or like we're talking about a clash like the way Red Bull is with bangers?
I get you.
How many man? There's bangers over here, bro.
Yeah,
bangers, fam.
There's bangers, bro.
There's bangers, fam. There's bang. Obviously, East have got the
bro. We got Dinos. We've got all types.
I'm more looking at East than I am North.
Yeah, word. We've got all
I'm
types
like,
of man.
East has got some. Woo.
Do you get it? Like, we've got bare man over here, bro. Even the like.
But I think at the time though, it was about
Blade,
about bars, isn't it?
Bro, it gets messy.
That was about bars.
I think that was about bars.
Oh, was it about bars?
In my mind, that's kind of what I was thinking. But I guess if you're looking at a sound clash as like someone stepping out on stage and doing a rhythm,
sound clash.
Sound clash is there's too many
bars, bro. Alright, listen, everyone gets touchy about bars because everybody thinks they're sick, yeah, and that's good.
So they should.
And everybody should, because you're an artist and you got to think you're the best. But bro, like, it's going to get long, man. We got bare legendary man here, man. It's long, man. Come on. Like, let's be honest, man. Like, let's be honest. I know people are going to throw in certain names here, but brother, we got more than just one name, bro. There's bare man, bro.
Because I know time is of the essence, and I had like bare things to bring up, but it is what it is. First, I just want to just throw this out there very quickly, yeah. This is so random. But see the jollof rice, the rice and peas thing or whatnot, yeah? I discovered something the other day, well, like early in the year, yeah, that nobody's talking about, bruv. Have you, man, like, I went to one restaurant with someone, and it was a Somali restaurant, and we tasted some Somali rice. Have you tasted the Somali rice, bro?
It had banana in it.
Fam, I couldn't be... When I was eating this rice, yeah, I'm thinking to myself, everyone's discussing their rice. Who's got this and that. And these lot are not talking about this thing.
Yeah, the rice is proper.
Bro, it's
mad rice.
I swear on my life, if I'm lying, I'm dying, bro.
When you go to masjid,
it's incredible, bro. It's incredible, bro. It was the best rice I've hands down
what did they put
tasted. I don't have no idea. I got no idea. I'm eating this rice. I'm thinking, what was it coloured? It was white, but it had stuff in it though. It had things in it, bro. But it was, bro, incredible, bro. I just don't understand how, while everyone's out here talking about rice and all of this type of stuff, yeah, from a cultural point of view, these lot are not shouting about this rice. Seriously, you lot are letting everyone discuss the best rice and you lot ain't saying nothing. It's wild to me, bro.
Saying they've got top three
the
rices.
Top. It's that rice there is number one rice.
You know
I don't know what it's called, but it's number one rice.
We've got to do a food off then, man. I feel like someone needs to put together a food off.
Yeah.
You get the rice and peas, you get the jollof, you get everyone's type of culture thing.
Yeah.
And we get some judges, some foodies. Just make everyone test it. Yeah. And do a vote.
Aside from that though, like, it's funny, it's hard to say that you've had a good year, innit? It's like the silver lining of having a good year and then obviously going through things at the same time, and like you had the album come out and something interesting happened actually, yeah. I was away in the summer and I was like filming something and I was listening to Rick Ross's album, Port of Miami 2. And there's a song on there called Rich Lifestyle. So I'm just listening to it. I had not seen the track list or nothing like that. I'm just getting ready or whatnot. And later, like midway through the track, Nipsey came on and I felt something. Like, it's hard to explain, but I felt something. Even though I see the track list of yours, I never scanned it. So when I'm listening to the project, I like to listen to things as I'm just driving and just, you know what I mean? And just take it in properly, away from the gas, away from social media or whatever, yeah? And then Keep Talking, that's a tune, innit? Yeah, which is one of my favourite songs on your album, yeah? When I heard Cadet, it was the same thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Where like, you hear the voice and you just feel something. Like, talk a little bit on that, because obviously I know naturally when you was doing your album, that would have been, you know, a thought process of you having him on the album anyway. But like, even just hearing that verse, yeah, for the first time, like, talk about that. Like, who had it? Where did it come from?
With that verse, like, before Cadet passed, man, we was just in the studio just making tunes, me and him. Like, we was just trying to find that, just make a banger, innit? And then like, the last song we made was like a week before he passed, and we made a tune. And I remember in there, he was like saying that he's got just bare songs with like random people in it. Like, he just got bare songs. But I didn't know to the extent of how many until he passed. You get me? And then when he passed away, like, when people was coming forward with the songs, it was like, bro, he's got bare music, fam. Like, bare unreleased music. Bare unreleased music. And then we was just like, we need him on the album, and we need him on there, like, in a way that's not like upsetting, like something that's just like where he's just going off, where it's just sick, that's just hard. You get what I'm saying? And it was just thinking, we know every artist, if you're a rapper or MC, you have a 140 BPM bar verse somewhere in the studio that you've recorded with someone. And then we had the record with Stormzy, that was another song before that, and then it ended up becoming Keep Talking, where we're just going back to back. Then it was just like, we thought adding Cadet to this would just be the icing on the cake, but it was just like, all right, we've got to find him going in at 140. Which
it's mad. I actually thought, you know, the way that it sounded,
that we
was like you
together.
had that, that was his tune, and that you'd said, all right, cool, you know what, we'll finish it kind of thing. Yeah, that's how neat he sat on the rhythm.
Bro, it was just like, because of the tempo, innit? That tempo, we've all got a verse somewhere in the studio at that tempo. You can go and ask any MC, anyone that's an MC, they've got a spare 140 verse somewhere that they might not be using right now, they've laid or they've got there sitting there. And it was just like hitting up the producer and saying, bruv, do you have something with Cadet going hard at 140? And someone goes, yeah. And then he sent it, but the thing, he sent it on some mad file, so I couldn't listen to it. So I just forwarded it to the engineer and said, put this Cadet verse at the end of the song and send it to me. And I was just like, thinking, I hope this sounds hard. And then we heard it back and it was just like, you get what I'm saying? And it was just like, oh my God, he just fits, bruv. And it was just like, yeah. And then we was like, yeah, this is it. Like, this is hard. This is the one. And we thought it would be sick to end it with him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it would just make sense to end it with him. And then, yeah, that's how that one came about, man. Like, it wasn't over us like creating a song around a Cadet verse. It was a song that we thought was naturally just hard, that we just wanted to add him to, because we knew he had some hard bars somewhere with a producer. And then one producer came and said, yeah, I've got something, and then that was it. So yeah, that's how that one came.
Was powerful still, I can't lie. The burner line as well, the Steph London burner line and that. Yeah, bro. The tune in itself is cold. But
respect, bro.
Yeah, that was a powerful moment still, just listening to that. And also hearing Rams on there was even more, equally as powerful, to be honest with you. For someone who, like, there's a lot of people out there that's really going through some stuff. Do you know what I mean? And like, there's more and more conversations about it now, but to have that, you know, to make that as like part of the album and spread even more awareness and stuff, must have done the world of good for him too. Do you know what I mean? Because 100. Prior to Ram saying what he'd said on social media and everyone knowing that he was going through some stuff, no one hadn't even really heard him talk
or voice it.
Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So what made you do that? In fact, I don't even want to know how that even came about. Like, what made, like, why was that a thing?
Because in terms of like,
because our friend passed away from suicide.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, like the song after that it's called Broski, and it's about our friend Nash that was helping us to the restaurant. And of the week of the restaurant, he committed suicide. So when we've made the song, see, Tally's reached out to Rams like, yo, would you be comfortable talking about this? And he was like, yeah, he was for it. He was in India at the time. And then he sent over the voice note of him, obviously talking about the situation. It just made sense, man. Like, obviously everyone goes through things behind closed doors. And sometimes they don't even talk about it or let anybody know, and it makes the situation even worse. So I felt like when we're doing a song like that, it's helping people realize other people are going through it. And you should talk to people, man. And then even with Rams doing it, he was in India, so he's going to do a show. He's big barking, family tree, etc. And he's going through these situations. So you're not alone in this regard of like overthinking and feeling like you're down and depressed, etc. So we felt like it was just good to talk about it, man. Definitely help people get through situations. After we part of the song, getting so many messages, yo, thank you for this. Like, I was going through it. Like, I didn't tell no one. I didn't tell my family. No, I just spoke to my family, my brother, etc. So I felt like it was needed.
How are you though, Krept? Like, seriously, I know that like it's never. I've been through something like super similar in that, just in life, and I know that, you know, man, as usual, man, them come from a certain environment or whatever, yeah, and it must be that silver lining just in life, yeah, where you have like just success and things that you're working on. Do you know what I mean? Like doing shows, traveling, like having your friends with you and whatever, yeah. But still, it's the element of realities of life still, you know, lingering around, yeah. Like how have you been recently? Do you speak to, you know, like we always say to people, oh yeah, like it's important to like have conversations about certain things and that, yeah. But do you keep the same energy for yourself though? Because it's super important to do that. Do you know what I mean? If you like all of these things that are happening, it's not even just about from a negative point of view. It's just like all of the positive things that are happening. Sometimes it's so great, like good to just have a conversation about all of the things that are just going on just in life, whether it be positive or negative. Do you have that too?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if man got a strong like support system in terms of like friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when anytime something happens, we've got friends that are like proper there for man. You get what I'm saying? Like no matter what the situation is, that they're there, speak about it, come link you, that kind of support system. You get what I'm saying? As well as obviously having family, and also man having to be a support system for our family in it as well at the same time. So yeah, man, I do keep the energy for myself, but at the same time I've got people that are just with that energy that are around, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, and they're just there for man, regardless. Do you get what I'm saying? So, but obviously it's at the same time it's not easy, man. No, you know what I'm saying? It's just changed man's mindset in terms of like just always remembering like no matter what happens with this, what we're doing, our careers and all the success and all that, anything can happen.
Trust me.
And it's just like that reminder of like finding time to focus on what is important. Like don't forget that. Do you know what I'm saying? Even if it's sacrificing what you're doing a bit to focus on your family and spend a bit more time with your family or friends and enjoy moments like, oh, can we do this, man? Can we go out and do this? Or like just more moments rather than chasing the success all the time. And it's just about thinking about having moments and memories that we can live with forever. Do you get what I'm saying? Because fortunately we had loads of memories with Cadet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like imagine we wasn't on the terms of we was when that little 1 year period where we wasn't. It was on that weird term when we done the letters and that weird, like imagine that was the last of our thing and then he passed away. Like imagine, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like focus on what's really important, man, and all this other stuff is like it's a bonus, isn't it? Yeah. But like, yeah, man.
We just don't look after ourselves enough sometimes, bro. I've been telling man recently as well, yeah. I've been asking even some of my brethren, like when last did you go doctors? Did you go doctors? See me, bro. I had a bad knee for like 5 years.
You didn't go and check it out?
I did not go to bro.
You know how long that is?
5 years I had a bad knee. It got to a point where I couldn't jump. One time I jumped here and it was like my knee was about to twist off and I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'm not jumping no more. I didn't even think, right?
No, God, doctors.
Yeah, exactly. It got to a point where it seized up in my car. Like I'm driving, went and got food, got something to eat, whatever, sitting in my car eating, then I've gone to studio to go check my brethren or whatever, and my knee's locked. That's when I went to the doctors. But when I'm asking people in general anyway, like, do you go doctors? Bare people are like, not unless it's falling off.
Man, I ain't going doctors.
No, I can't lie. I go doctors a lot.
Do you?
Big man thing, bro. Ask these men. I'll be like, yeah, I got a doctor's appointment, bro. My joints don't feel the same, bro. Like my cuts are healing all slower.
Yeah,
like, bro. I always guided the dentist. My teeth are hurting. Like, bro, I need to get my checkups, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta catch it, but like you just gotta make. Obviously, God forbid, man, it's anything, man. You see when you see man's friends dying and like family dying and like the world's just getting a bit different, man.
Yeah.
Like things are happening out of nowhere, so I'm just trying to.
You gotta like try and catch things early, boy.
Yeah.
I ended up getting surgery and that on my knee anyway, so it's alright.
Oh, you had to get surgery?
I had to get surgery, bro. and bare rehabilitation and everything, bro.
Yeah, that could have been mental.
Huh?
That could have been even mental if you let.
But it could have been nothing if you went from the jump, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, facts.
You might not have had to get surgery.
So what is you can still run pattern now?
I ain't tried to run yet, but like I think I can now. I ran for some. I ran for something. I didn't even.
You go gym?
I was running. Afterwards, I thought, oh right, man, just ran. Then I was like, oh, I must be able to run now.
Do you go gym?
Yeah, I go gym now. I've always been going gym, but I stopped gym. I stopped going gym.
I need to start gym, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel mad unhealthy.
A diet and all of that. Before obviously management and that get you out of here, but I wanted to bring up that whole situation with Blue Story and that. I know that like I've had conversations with film directors and this before, yeah, about how difficult it is to have movies in the cinema and stuff, yeah, and then like now you're starting to see more of it. You got like people are leveling up now. You're starting to see things in the cinema and whatnot. But just recently, we had a big moment. I ain't even seen have you seen Blue Story?
Yeah.
Oh, did you go to the premiere?
No, I was in Jamaica.
I did. Yeah,
I was in Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
But I went and watched it in the cinema.
Oh, what, when you came back?
Yeah, and I went to a cinema that was quite out and it was sold out, bro.
Really?
It was sold out. Man had to wait to the next screening and that was nearly sold out. And man just about got seats in there. So it's mad, and it was Quay, bro. Like, not in London.
Yeah,
so
see
like,
what I'm saying?
People are watching the film.
It's a good film still.
But don't you think? Yeah, I know it's mad. All of this that has happened is crazy. In my opinion, the fact that they stopping the film from going in the cinema and that.
It's a joke thing, man. Like they not like.
It's a black thing,
if
bro.
you sat down and watched the film, like you know, it's not that energy, like without even giving too much away. It's not that energy where man's trying to even say, yeah, like this is the thing. Like it's not even that storyline. If I'm being honest, like when I'm watching it, I'm not feeling like you're trying to glamour it. Like it's not even like that. It's just a story. Do you know what I mean? Of circumstance and
it's literally a circumstance.
Like, do you get what I mean? And you see the outcome of certain things. Like any other film, this happens and then it leads to that and then it leads to that and this is what happens, isn't it? And then that's the story. So I don't get why they're trying to blame the film for certain situations that are happening. Like things are gonna happen. That's life, isn't it? Like you can't blame the film. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's weird to me, man.
I just find it mad that because the people that started that whole thing was from the queue of Frozen.
I know. That's what I heard as well.
But Blue Story's the one that just got the impact of it. Why don't we ban Frozen? Frozen should not be in the cinemas then.
It's blatantly got racist.
Bro, it's because it's
and it's doing
urban
bits,
film,
man.
bro.
And
That's
doing
it.
Bits.
But don't you reckon that? Don't you reckon?
Last 2 days you try to stop the cash flow and you get me. It could have been maybe higher in the charts, etc. So it feels a bit blockish to me. Like,
don't you reckon in some way, silver lining again, that with all of that madness, that in some way that actually could be one of the best things that happens to it, purely because
publicity.
It creates such a thing from it now. Because that's gonna go straight to streaming. It goes straight to streaming after cinema, like very soon after cinema. So for people who weren't really gonna go cinema and see it and probably didn't even have a thing of seeing it anyway, will definitely want to watch it now. Because that's just the era that we're in right now. Everyone wants to jump on some type of hype. We don't necessarily want people to just be jumping on a hype when it comes to something like this. But you know what? As far as I'm concerned, if it helps raise the bank balance of everyone involved and people that come from the same place as me, I'm kind of on that. I just don't like the fact. I just don't like the fact that it's happening from a situation like this. Do you get what I'm saying? Like these youths apparently wasn't even in there, but there's also talk saying that it wasn't even about it being the one thing. There's like, what was it, 25 incidents or whatnot that happened, and this is the last straw or whatever it may
25 incidents of the film.
People going to the cinema. So they like the reason why it was banned was not just because of this one showing. It was because of things that had happened as well previous to that, and then it was kind of like in their mind.
Like the day before or something.
I don't know. They're saying, well, I don't know. How long was it out?
A week, bro.
So within the week, they're saying 25 or however many incidents had happened between this time. And they could be minor incidents. They could just be minor incidents. It could be like me and you, I could go and have an argument with you. I don't even know you. We're having a little shouting match for like...
But then, who's there even say that's even happened?
That's true.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what they'll do. Like, even if you have a situation like an argument, it was in Blue Stories because of the crowd that it's bringing. It's basically the crowd that it's bringing. They don't like the crowds in their cinema, like us in the cinema, in big groups, going to watch a film. Too many blacks in the cinema.
It's scary.
They're loud.
Yeah.
They talk during the film. Like, I don't know, innit? But my thing is, if there was an incident in Blue Story, why don't you just stop it in that cinema, innit? I don't get it. Why are you doing every single cinema? And them lot was in Frozen, so why did you lock it off in that cinema? Because they wasn't in Blue Story, innit? Like if there's like literally a passer in the actual cinema, in the screening, etc., and you say, there was a passer in here, cool, we're not going to show it in this one, I'd understand make a bit more sense to me.
Yeah, I'd understand.
But you're just going, there was a Don with a machete coming out of Frozen, wipe the whole thing. Like, that's wild. Doesn't even make sense. And then say after, when everyone's giving you, that's a bit suspect. You then say, no, there was 25. But you didn't say that originally.
You didn't say that before.
You didn't say
that. We didn't hear it before.
Why didn't you just come out with it? You know what, guys? This was the last. There was 25. Like, off the bat. It wasn't that. Do you get me? All of a sudden, there's a backstory. Origin story. But we move anyway, man. It done well. We're number 3.
Yeah.
You get me? So that's cold, man.
Yeah. Either way, you know what? Regardless, the way things are right now is like, regardless of whether these things happen or not, we as people will always find a way to support it when we want to. They can't
stop the thing anyway. Man.
And it's mad to see like a story about the ends, like that we grew up knowing about, and like being from South London, like this went number 3 and you get me, box office, and it's like, so all of our, like, there's many more stories. Like it just shows you our thing needs to be heard and seen, man. Like in general.
Yeah. Do you know what I think as well? Yeah, you know, before there was like conversation about, you know, people were blaming music for violence, and then some people were saying, well, yeah, you don't do it with films. You don't do it with films, so why are you just targeting music? I feel like this is a way to create a narrative.
Oh my God!
I didn't know what. See, about that. Look, see, look what happened when one of your films was out. Like, look, see, it happens in that too. So this just, we're not having it anywhere to try and make it difficult. But see,
to try and back the whole bad. Why you bad films? We did.
Yeah,
we bad films. We did. We're bad in it all. Yeah, we're gonna say now we did it. Crafty. Can you swear on this?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, man. but yeah, nah. Sometimes you just gotta keep your eyes open and educate people and that, and make people aware of what it is. And either way, regardless of whether something's in the cinema or whether it's in the stores or whatever, you can always find a way to still watch and support. You can't. It's hard to stop stuff now. Gatekeepers don't exist like that anymore. They used to. Gatekeepers used to be a real thing for years, bro. Now you can make a movie from your house. How about that? You might not be able to get
it internet, bro.
You might not be able to get it in the cinema.
You can't control the internet.
You can get it online.
You could get it online. You could get it online.
You can't control the internet. The internet is uncontrollable.
They're trying to, though.
They try, but it's hard to control the internet. It's hard because it's the internet. If you've got access to it, you can go and just look up bare things. So it's hard to stop people from seeing this or stop this person from promoting this. If I follow this thing on Instagram, I'm going to see their posts. It's algorithms and that, so it makes it hard, but you can still see it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like you can't control it, bro. It's you can control it to a certain extent, whereas like with other stuff, you know, you can control it. Like you can control what's being put on TV, what adverts are going on. The internet, bruv. Like we go and follow and see what we want to see and follow who we want to see, and whatever they're promoting, we consume it. You can't stop that. You can't stop man consuming things. Now. It's a bit mental. So man are going on selling mad stuff online and that.
Do you think they're going to be hesitant if there's like another one of these? Of
course.
From the culture.
Do you know what it is? The narrative has already been created. It was already there, but now it exists. Even though we're shutting it down. You know what? My theory is this, yeah?
I do feel there needs to be other films though.
100%.
Like what? Like, you know, like Scary Movie, like a UK version, and them kind of random films. You know what I'm saying? I think so.
But you know what it is? I feel like because it's the first, it's like the beginnings. Like America did it. It was bare like Boys in the Hood and like The Wood. And, like it was those kind of street films, and then it branched into like the Fridays.
Yeah.
Like they had to get their feet wet. I feel like
Yeah, we definitely need like more comedy ones now still. Yeah, and we need more like diverse.
We need a love one.
Action
films. Love one.
There's not love one. I don't know how people are gonna deliver it, but we need
one. Exactly. An actor or
like
rap.
Was it?
Love and basketball.
Like vibes like
love
that.
and football.
Yeah, love and football. Yeah. I hear that still. Yeah, we definitely need all of that. We definitely need all of that.
Obviously,
but it's still young.
Yeah, it's still young.
Still young. But yeah, we should do that. And what was I gonna say as well? I don't know. Either way, the narrative has been created. Yeah, and what I will say is that like when these type of things do happen, I think that like it's easy for us to be outraged, but we do need people from the other side to be equally as outraged. So I know that this is an unpopular opinion with some people, but see, like with like football, for example, my opinion has always been, it's all well and good us being upset about racism in football and stuff like that, yeah. But if white players walked off the pitch and the white fans left, then that messes up the bank even more. So it's like, even with the film thing, all of us are upset and outraged and doing all that type of stuff. If the other side did it, and them being more of the majority as well, could you imagine what happens then? People will be in the office super scrambling. With us, it's kind of like, you know what? They're upset. They'll be upset for a minute. It's only a small number of people. You're the minority anyway. Doesn't really matter. But if it's the majority, what happens then? Do you get me? Anyway, listen. Blessed, thanks for coming. They've been trying to stop this for time.
Who's on you?
I'm like, there's no...
Is someone on you over there?
Yeah, a little bit. But there's no way. There was no... Some of them, I'm not going to lie. Some we could do like 20 minutes, half an hour. But see, like some of these ones have to be...
There's too much to talk about.
Do you get what I'm saying?
They meant to look like ducks on purpose.
What's that?
Them.
Who? What, these things? Oh,
yeah. Oh, my days.
I don't know if it was on purpose.
I see you looking at them earlier. I was thinking, what's he looking at?
I was trying to work out if it's meant to look like a duck on purpose.
Oh,
like aesthetically, I think.
No, I don't know what Dan was trying to do there. Shout out to Savage Dan. But yeah, In The Duffle Bag podcast, Krept Konan, love for coming through. Having a quick chat with the man. And
thanks for having us, bro.
Level up again. Yeah?
Come on,